Hello everybody, to part 3 of the Solidworks tutorial series. Today what we're going to talk about are the different elements of the features tab. So of course in the last video we talked about the revolved boss slash space and the extruded cut fillet. So what we're going to talk about now is the lofted boss slash space. So we're not going to do anything with this model that we worked on last video. Let's create a new one. So I'm going to do Control N. Another way of doing that is just go to File, New, and we'll go to a part. I'll talk about assemblies in a later video, but let's go to part right now. Click it, press OK, and open a new sketch. This time I'm just going to use circles just to have an easier demonstration. I'm going to select some random circles. So we have one circle here, as you can see. Now we want another circle above this. But because this itself is a plane and we want it above it, what we're going to go on features here and the reference geometry and click on plane. We're going to click on our sketch here, and what this will allow us to do is create a new plane on top of the sketch that we've made. So we're going to click yes here, so that's a plane here. Go to another reference geometry and we're going to specify a distance. I'm going to say 10 millimeters here is good enough just for the demonstration. We're going to click yes. And as you can see here, we have two planes. One where we have a circle, and another one 10 millimeters up from that circle. I'm just going to create another plane here, using the plane 2 that we've made. Just same dimensions here, 10 millimeters. Click the little tick, and there you go. So we have one plane, 10 millimeter difference. Another plane with a 10 millimeter difference between plane 2 and 3. We're going to create different size circles on each of the planes. So we have this circle here. We're going to create a little smaller one. So I'm going to select this plane, go to sketch and press the sketch icon here. Go to the circle one, the circle drawing circle tool. Just going to create any random circle that's smaller than the second one. It doesn't have to be smaller for the demonstration purposes. I will be selecting a smaller one. So we're going to have a smaller circle from the first one, like so. Click the plane 3. Click on sketch again. We're going to create a new sketch and create a very large circle. Say 28. So this is how it looks so far. So we have one circle, medium size, a smaller circle, and then a very large circle. We're going to go back on features. We're going to go to lofted boss slash space. We're going to click. We're going to make sure that nothing is selected first. So this profiles box is empty. We're going to click the circle on plane 1. Click the circle on plane 2. Click the circle on plane 3. And as you can see, we have a shape that follows and intersects with all 3 of the edge of the circles. And there you go. That is what lofted boss slash space does. It uses the outside perimeter of a sketch and uses it as a reference guide to form solid objects. Now you may be asking, what's the point of all this? Well, I just did a small project where I had to create chess pieces. It was extremely easy to create pieces such as bishops and pawns just using this lofted boss slash space function. It's very simple, and of course you can do this with a revolve boss slash space, but then you would have to know what your intersection, the cross section would look like, so that you can revolve it around the center point. It's very easy to do this sort of shape with lofted boss slash space. Just experiment with this and you'll get to know. So just to go a bit deeper onto this, we're going to create another reference geometry with a plane. We want to select our plane 3. We're going to go to 20 millimeters of a distance between plane 3 and 4, the 4 which is what we're creating. We're going to go and sketch, and we're going to create a square. Actually, we're going to go down into the corner rectangle, our drop down menu. I want to go to center rectangle. This will allow us to create a rectangle with the center defined, so that we know it's this is perfectly in the center of our circle. Just any sort of rectangle will do. We're going to go back to Lofted Bosch / base and click the new sketch that we made on plane 4, and there you go. We have a circle going towards a square. This is just a very rudimentary way of understanding how this works. Play around with it, figure out how you want it to look, and just experiment with it. So we have the loft done. This is just, I'm gonna shorten this to loft. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hide these planes. So we're going to go down to a menu here, select these, right click and press hide, and as well as the plane 4, just so it doesn't come in our way. And I want to hollow this out, so I'm going to go on to the shell function here, click this,